Hey guys, Darren with Cinnamon Home. Today I'm out on a retrofit job, meaning I'm on a project out in West Olathe where I'm upgrading a lot of their home control and home automation. This is a system I took over roughly 5 years ago. It was a pre-existing system at that time that had been installed even further back, probably 8 or 9 years ago. And at that time I needed to do some upgrades that homeowner didn't want to do a lot of that. Now we have a new homeowner and they're wanting to upgrade a lot. So retrofitting sometimes can be easy, sometimes can be hard, but it always includes some sort of customization. In this particular situation, this is an RTI, Remote Technologies Incorporated controller. It's one of the companies I prefer to use. So I've loosened everything up. I'm going to pull, this is basically a old black and white touchpad and keypad. So it's got hard buttons and touchpad capable here. The power is disconnected. In the day it was pretty top of the line. It did have some two-way communication data, meaning it could get some metadata, like it could tell you maybe what radio station you were listening to, or maybe what your volume level was in that particular area that you're controlling. So I've already loosened it up. So in retrofitting, you can see they've had the house painted probably several times since then. I've got all this crud here, okay, and that's a pretty relatively large hole. So the new keypad that we're going to be installing in this day and age, everything's smaller and thinner. So this new keypad, also made by the same company, RTI, just isn't quite going to fit. I've got too much top and bottom. Width-wise, it'll fit in there. So my option, and what most installers would probably do, is call their subcontractor, have them come out, patch this drywall with new drywall, have it painted, and then after that's been set for a few days, cut out a new hole to fit this. Okay, I've got 3 locations like this, so that would cost the client several hundreds of dollars. Okay, so for about $5, I'm able to do it a little bit differently. What I've done is I've taken basically a run-of-the-mill dual gang power outlet. Okay, it's an oversized model, so it kind of looked like this. Okay, what I did is I took my Dremel tool, I cut this out, so now I've got this little basically a bezel, or a wall plate if you will. So the magic goes here. I install my new keypad into my new template, or not template, but my new pad, wall plate. I get so nervous when I'm on camera. So we hook that up like such, and check this out. Alright, so in the amount of time it took me to cut that out and have this thing mounted, the drywallers would not even have the drywall probably even cut for this thing. So now I just tighten up my dog ears here. I'm not going to get overzealous at this point with it, but just so we can get an idea of what it's going to look like. Okay, so now nice perfect fit, no paint edges. I slap on the bezel that goes on the touchpad itself. Bingo, bango, bongo, done. This will be color, complete two-way feedback, so I can see if my lights are turned on upstairs, if they're on or off or dimmed. I can check the weather. I can do everything from here with the color, and it's also got hard pads there. So again, one extra step that I take that costs my client $5 rather than probably $2, $4, probably about $600 to do all 3 locations. Pretty cool.